Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is So with Pivot. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel. So today we are going to be learning how to make this beautiful top with an open back with this collar. You can see it. So we're going to be making this for a 9-year-old, and we're also going to be making the skirt. It's just an easy gathered skirt, so enjoy as you watch. This tutorial is very easy, like trust me on this. You can achieve this in less than 1 hour. So I made use of 1.5 yards, although I didn't even exhaust it. So to make this, so I'll go ahead and measure my top length. This we're working on the front bodice first of all. So my top length is 16 plus 1 inches allowance, that's 17 inches. Next, I'm going to mark out 1.5 or 2 inches. I used 1.5 here, for the buttonhole. So I marked out 1.5. Then from that point, I'll be marking out my neck measurement. So the neck measurement I'll be using is 2.5 inches width and 2.5 inches depth. So if the child is smaller, you can decide to reduce it to 2 by 2. So basically I'm working with 2.5 by 2.5. So the next thing is to get our shoulder, though we don't need this, but I'll get it. I'll just use it to get my armhole. So my shoulder measurement was 6.5. I marked it. Then for the armhole, I measured 6 inches. Her armhole is actually 6.5, but I don't want her armpits to show. So that was why I used 6 inches so that it can be firm. Next, I'll take my chest measurement. So her chest measurement is 30 inches. Divided by 4 is 7.5 inches. So I went ahead to add 2.5 inches. That's total of 10 inches. We'll be using an elastic at the back, at that chest region. So we want it a bit free. Now for the waist region, her waist is 28 inches. Divided by 4 is 7 inches. So I added just 1 inch. That's making it 8 inches. That's what we marked here, because I just want it to be like that. So we marked out 8 inches for the waist and we connect it. So next I will go ahead and connect from my neckline to my armhole. You can see that was just the essence of the shoulder. We don't really need it. So I'll just connect from my neckline to my armhole. We just connect it this way and voila. You can go ahead and cut. Please, pardon my video, my camera at this point. It keeps on changing. It will be bright. The next time is a bit blur. I'll work on it, please. But just make sure you understand what we are working on. Thank you. So this is what we have for the front part. So let me open it up so that you can see. You can see it. This is what we have. So I'll just go ahead and use iron to just press that button side, that button allowance we left. I'll just fold it in like this and then press it. So let's go ahead to cut the back part. So for the back part, my fabric is also on fold. So I'm supposed to go ahead and work with -6 inches. But because of the sewing allowance, I'm using a 1/2 inch elastic. So we're going to be adding 1 inch. So therefore, I'll be working with 5 inches. And remember the length we worked with for the front was what? 16 inches plus 1 inch, that's 17 inches. So we start measuring from -5 and then you measure up to 17 inches. Then we take our chest measurement. What we took was 10 at the front. So we are going to repeat the same thing here. We measure the 10. Then for the waist, remember we marked out 8 inches for the front. So we mark the same thing here. Then we connect. And then go ahead to cut. So this is what we have. Remember, we're going to be folding here up, and then we're going to be adding elastic. So let's go ahead back to the front. Now this is the front. Pardon my camera quality here, please. So you can see it. I folded ½ inch inward, then I folded it again to meet that point where we notched. That's our 1.5 inches. So but I'm going to fold it in like this, then flip it backward, and then sew. You can see what I'm doing. Then I flipped it like this, forward rather, sorry. I flipped it towards the front of the fabric, then I'll just sew a little there. So this is what we have after sewing. You can see it. So I'll go ahead and give it a little notch. Then I'll just turn it over like this. So I'll just use my scissors to push it out. So this is what we have. So on both parts. So for the collar piece, I'll get a piece of fabric. I'll fold it into 4. So the width of the neck collar we'll be working with is 3 inches. This is plus sewing allowance, so everything 3 inches. So I'll just measure it like this and then connect it to a straight line. While the length is 9 inches, so I'll add ½ inch, making it 9.5. While on the upper part, I'm going to measure 10 inches because we want it a bit slanted. So for this collar piece, I just put a tape round her neck and I got 18 inches. So divided by 2 is 9 inches. That was how I got what I wanted. And this is perfect for a 9-year-old. So I'll go ahead and cut. And this is what we have. So let me open it up so that you see. This is what we have. So I'm going to fold it into 2 like this. Then fold up this side, just one side, with like ½ inch. You fold it all the way down with just sew the side. So now back to our front. We're going to finish up our armhole with a bias strip or a long piece of fabric. So I used the fabric because I wasn't having the color of bias strip. Now for my back bodice, I got back my back bodice. Now I want to put the elastic. This is a ½ inch elastic, that's a small elastic, and the length of this elastic is about 10 inches. So I'm going to insert the elastic. You can first of all fold, then pass your elastic, or you put your elastic as you. So whichever way, just pass your elastic. And I've done mine. I'll go to the machine and do mine. So now this is my front bodice. I'm done. This is the back bodice. I'm also done fixing the elastic. So we go ahead and sew with 1 inch. I'm going to sew on 1 inch allowance for the 2 sides. And this is what we have. So let me turn it over to the front. There's the front. So the next thing we're going to do is to work on the collar. Remember, we already cut our collar. So I'll bring in my collar. So this is the collar. So this is what we have. So I'm going to fix it in. You see, that place we folded in will be facing me, while the other side will be facing the fabric. You can see it like this. So I'll just sew it from that place I notched. I'll sew one edge, then I'll fix the other edge on the other side. So I'll go and sew it and then bring it so that you will see what it looks like. Maybe you will understand better. Okay, so I've done so, and this is what we have. Can you see it? So you can see this is the back side. Let me turn it to the front. This is the front. You can see this is what we have. So now I'll go ahead and flip it over like this, and then I'm going to sew from the beginning of this collar straight up to the end of the collar. Then I'll also go ahead and fold the hem and sew all through. And this is what we have. I also went ahead to create my buttonholes, fixing my button. This is the back of the top. Please, if you are loving this tutorial up to this moment, why not give this video a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more beautiful videos. Because, thank you. So let's continue. Next is our skirt. Now I just cut the long piece, like it's 60 inches in width. That's what I used. Then for the length is 18 inches. Then I added 2 inches, making it 20 inches. So this is plus elastic casing and plus hemming allowance for the bottom. So I'll go ahead and open up my fabric, then I'll mark out 1.5 inches. So that is what we're going to be using for the elastic casing. So I'll fold it in like this, fold it like this, and so meanwhile, before then, I'm going to join the two edges. So this is what I will join the two edges and sew, then before folding it over to do the to sew the elastic casing. So I've done that, and this is what I have. So you can see the elastic casing. I already sewed it. So I left like about 1.5 or 2 inches opening so that I can pass my elastic from there. So this the elastic I'm working with is 23 inches. This is a 1 inch elastic. Her waist is 28 inches. So I just minus 5 from it, making it 23 inches. So I'll just go ahead and pass my elastic. So this is it after passing it. So I'm going to sew the edges. I'm going to sew it, and then after doing that, I'll spread it out. Then I'll also fold in my hemming allowance just by ½ inch. We have ½ inch left, and this is what we have for the skirts. So our skirt is just as easy as that. We use the elastic to form the gathers. Now you can see this opening, so we're going to just sew it and then close that up. And this is our little model. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling this? You can see. Go baby, can you see the back view? Oh yeah, show us the front view. Please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time.